What an
Podcasting from Basshole Studios in Los Angeles.
What time is it?
It's Basshole with Doug Bass.
Asshole, major asshole.
We've all been one. So let's laugh about it. Now, here's your host, Doug Bass.
He's an asshole. I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Basshole Podcast. My name's Doug Bass. I'm your host. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show and YouTube. The channel at Basshole Show has the full video experience where you can watch the full video, get the full experience. Make sure you tell your family, your friends, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. We got a great show today. My buddy, musician, kind of a comedian also, dabbling into that now. Young Los.
What's up?
Los is here.
What's up, man?
We're gonna talk about what name you're going by now these days.
It's I'm still dabbling with it right now. It's Pakman Los, but
Pakman Los.
you know, it's like I've been having like an identity crisis like my whole life. Pretty much. I
Really?
mean, like I know I'm Los. You know, everybody knows.
Well,
me
we
as
know you
Los.
as Los. Yeah.
Right. Everybody knows me as Los, and I would like to just go by Los, but for the longest time, it was like I try to just go by Los on Spotify, but then there's like 30 different Loses.
Yeah, because that's
Spotify.
common, right? Because like your name's Carlos.
My name's
So, like,
Carlos, and a
Los-
lot of people just go by Los.
Right.
And so I would tell people, I'd be like, yeah, check out my music. And so I'd be like, I was just Los for a while. And then it'd be like some 14-year-old like Mexican kid who just sucked. And like it would get confused. And people, I had a feeling people would like check me out and they'd find that.
Right.
And then they'd be like, this guy sucks ass.
Yeah. Because that's hard. Like especially like when you're a performer or an actor or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't have like a name that you're known, just especially if you're going by one word or whatever, you
Yeah.
got to stand out. And especially on Spotify, I'm imagining. Like I don't know much about. I'm not a musician. I've been dabbling lately, but like I don't know much about the artists on Spotify. You got to have a name that sticks out. I'm imagining there's tons of people creating new music and stuff now.
Yeah, with the algorithm, it's like 3 letters. Like I wanted it to be like Drake. You know what I mean? Like everybody just knows there's Drake. There's one Drake. If anybody else tried to go by Drake, they'd be like, "What are you doing?" But unfortunately, like it didn't happen like that. There was all these other Loses. So I was like, I don't want to leave Los. I want to stand out a little bit. So then I went by Young Los, and then now I'm going by Pakman Los. And I feel like I'm still. It's like I know who I am. I just don't know exactly what to call it sometimes. So
What is your gut telling you?
I don't know. It's like I dabble back and forth. I also was like trying to like play with an alias for like Charlie, because like Charles is like the English version of Carlos, like Michael or Miguel.
Right.
So I was like playing with like Charlie a little bit too, but like I would love to just stay by Los, but it's like I don't know. A lot of these new names.
I like Young Los. No?
I like Young Los too.
Are there any other Young Loses? No.
I think there's a couple out
There's
there
a couple?
too. And like my entertainment company is called Young King Entertainment, and so I was like, maybe I'll just like, merge those two together.
What about Pakman Los, which is also your follow him by the way at Pakman_Los.
Yes.
What does Pakman mean?
I just thought it kind of sounded cool, and it was like, I don't know. So like I used to sell a bunch of weed back in the day too, and so like back then you used to call those guys like Pac-Man, like
Oh really?
yeah, like if like people that like drove weed out of state,
Pac-Man.
Yeah, it's like packs of weed. So
I was like wondering if it was like video game related. I know
it kind of was too.
Yeah.
I was like,
'Cause he's
I was
like,
probably all
you're
drunk and
going all
stupid. I'm
over
like,
the-
yo, I'm eating the whole rap game and
Right.
swallowing all these other rappers or whatever. It's like consuming my competition. I don't know. I mean, I like Pakman Los. I think it rolls off the tongue too, because like you have Pac-Man.
That
Jones.
is good. That is good. Yeah.
I think I might stick with that, but it's also like someone's telling me it's not. That's not it, and maybe there's something better for me. But it's been like 14 years, and I still just can't
You got to pick one.
figure out the name. It's like I have no problem naming albums or songs, or, writing the music itself. But I do have a little trouble like marketing it, and I just feel like I'm just kind of a crazy
marketing
person.
is the toughest thing, I think, because I mean, the talent, knowing how to write music, perform. Same thing with comedy or acting or anything. It's like, marketing now more than ever.
Yeah,
is like 80% of it, I think.
For sure, and I think there's something that scares me of like committing to this name for the rest of your life. And it's just like, I don't know. There's something.
Well,
about
you
it,
can,
so.
I mean, look, people change. The artists change their name all the time,
it's
right?
true.
Like, was it Prince changed his name? Then he was the artist. And then, and then a couple other people have done that.
Formerly
right?
known as Prince.
Formerly known, yeah.
Yeah, and then some people mess it up. I feel like I don't know if you know who Mos Def is, but he's a rapper out of New York, and then he started going by like Yassine Bey, and I was like, I feel like he just like fucked his shit up.
That's tough.
Mos Def is like one of the coolest names you could have. It's like, I think it's such a sick name.
Yeah, I think it's tough when like you change your name. Like my real last name isn't Bass, it's Basiliga. And it's spelled crazy, but it's like, but I've been going by Doug Bass since high school. Yeah. So I just was like, I decided, I'm like, all right, no one can pronounce my name on paper. It's a mess.
Yeah.
So I just went by that, and then people started calling me that. So I was like, all right, fine. But like, yeah, like if you're like mid career or whatever, and then you change it all of a sudden, and you're not like super well known yet or whatever, it's tough. I think.
Yeah.
Even people we work at the Improv together. We're like, it's like people that like change their names. And someone's like referring to someone. I'm like, who? I was like,
I know. Arzo Dotson. Shout out Arzo Dotson. Great comic. But
I love Arzo. But yeah, Jake was like Arzo. I was like, who?
Well, Naz too. Naz, it drives me nuts because like he goes by Naz. How do you pronounce his? It's
Janice.
Naz Janice. But his real name is Marco Chavez. I mean, I don't want to put his info out there. He's probably gonna have the IRS show up at his house after this episode. But
yeah, we don't know where he's at.
Marco Chavez is a fire name. And I almost thought about stealing that.
You should.
I'm like, dude, that's...
See how long it takes for him to notice.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, dude, why would you change that? Like, I've been looking for this name my whole life.
Oh, man.
You had it.
That is a good name. Yeah.
So.
Maybe you can like rent it from him.
Yeah, maybe I can buy it, rent it, and... Yeah.
That's funny, though.
Anyways, we'll figure it out.
Now, your music, I'm going to play a little bit of Trap Suey.
Yeah, please.
The music video that you released a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Let's play a little bit of this right now.
Let's get it.
You can watch it there.
Oh, nice.
Hey yo. Hey yo, it's Trap Suey. I'm back with Susie and the Black Uzi. Charlie Blanco with the fat doobie. The rap game is overcast like a bad movie. Hand it back to me before I blast on the groupie. It's time to clear the pack. The flatliner, Mr. Heart Attack. Pull them out their habitat, drag them back to the trap. Get smacked with the dirty rap. Heard he had 30 bags of hash stash. Watch me do the dash like a Murphy Mac. Got an OC here that really want smoke. Fuck the police, I'm strong club dope. Tryna stack green and I always want more. I'm moving on the low. You see me come holla. It's the Rottweiler and I'm hotter than sauna. It's the top dollar with the hammer on you. If you got a problem and I'm crawling like iguana and I'm popping my collar. Better luck mañana, tomorrow. Chicka chicka sicka sayonara. Psych, man, I gotcha. Before I go to sleep, say a prayer to my chopper. Dear Lord, send my enemies to the bitch. I keep my shit cocked. I throw it down for this hip hop. Hey, fuck a cop, fuck a thought. I'm half robot. I toke a block, smoke pot. Yeah, my flow's hot. I open locks, hoping cops don't roll on the block. Got an OC here that really want smoke. Fuck the police, I'm strong club dope. Tryna stack green and I always want more. I'm moving on the low, yeah, I'm moving on the low. Got an OC here that really want smoke. Fuck the police, I'm strong club dope. Tryna stack green and I always want more. I'm moving on the low.
That's Trap Suey, baby.
Trap Suey, man.
That's Trap Suey by Young Los on YouTube.
Young Los, yeah.
Yeah,
that's great.
A really fun video.
It's great. Yeah, no, it's I mean it's raw and edgy. I like it. Look, I don't know anything about rap music. I really don't. But I love listening to different stuff, and I've listened to a couple of your things, at the Improv and here and there, and in this video, obviously. But it's good, man. It's
thanks, man.
But it's like it's definitely like you got a message that you're releasing. It's a little anti-cop, right?
It's anti-drunk bad cop.
Yeah.
We're trying to just.
I like.
We're trying to make like an old school kind of kung fu flick about it.
You got like Mortal Kombat elements in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then like the cop comes in and he shoots the good guy. You know, and it's kind of. I don't know. It kind of says a lot.
Now, how long did that take you to write the music, the lyrics, everything like that? How long is it? Like, what's your process?
Yeah. So this one. So usually, I write all my own scripts, but this one is directed by Kenner Clark, who's my roommate as well.
Oh, really? Okay. The music video is amazing.
Yeah, he killed it, and this was like the first time that I ever was like, he had all these ideas, and he had a lot of the funding for it too. And so
Yeah,
he's
I mean, I was like, you got a budget behind this thing.
yeah,
you know?
it was a pretty penny for sure. But he was like, I would like to kind of take the lead on this, and I was like, dude, that would be great because mostly like I'm running around like crazy trying to make my ideas work, and this was the first time I let somebody kind of just like have creative control over it. And he killed it. He did a great job. It took him a minute to do it. I love my boy. He's great, but he's a mad scientist, mad genius. It took a couple years of just back and forth of him trying to like master this
for this one music video.
For this one video.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of work. I mean, look, filmmaking is crazy. But it's so he listened to your stuff. You sent some tracks or whatever.
Yeah.
And he took an interest in you and was like, hey, like let's do this music video. Yeah,
and essentially he like I owe him a lot of just he kind of like saved me being in LA, because what would happen, he heard my music, he was like, I want to do a music video for this, like I'll cover it, I have the gear, like let me do it. And so I'd go over to his house and we'd edit, and then like I was having a really rough go, like my first 9 months in LA, and I saw he had an extra room that was just kind of like stored away, and I eventually ended up like moving in with him, and he let me do it with like no deposit. So he like, I was about to like move back to Colorado, dude, because I just had such a rough go in LA.
I mean, your first year here I hated my first year here.
It was so bad. Yeah. Like every job I had was horrific.
If you can make it past like 2 years, they say, like then you're good, you know. But like the first year is rough.
Yeah, and it was weird. So I moved down here. I was like, I'm gonna double down on my music. I need to find like a manager and an agent. And I moved out here, and like immediately I kind of like fell into this like deep depression, and I like stopped making music for like a year. And I was like about to move back, and like I was going through all these shitty jobs, and then actually like the Improv, I owe them a lot for it too, because like, you know, our friend Danielle, she was like, why don't you come into the Improv, and like they're hiring for a door guy.
Is that how you got hired there?
Yeah,
through Danny?
Through Danielle.
Oh,
and I was like, I had my bags packed. I was like,
really?
I'm done with LA.
Oh, wow.
It's not working. I ran out of my savings. I was like, it's just not working for me. And I need more than a door guy position. And she's like, why don't you just do this until you have a better job? So like I went into the interview probably just like dressed like this, and like I didn't shave or anything. And I was literally like, I don't give a shit. You guys can hire me or not, whatever. And Jay and Ricardo were like, you know, we like that about you. Like, when can you start? I was like, are you serious? Like, I would go to all these different interviews and I'd prep, and I was like, I'm such a good interviewer. And I was like doing the most. And then the second I stopped giving a shit.
Sometimes when you don't care, that's when it happens.
They're like, you're hired. And I was like, all right, great.
That's great. Yeah.
So I moved in with him, and
all right. See, I didn't know you and Danny knew each other beforehand.
So we only met like one time, but like she vouched for me, like she knew me for years because we had some mutual friends. And so Jay was like, you know this guy, is he solid? And she's like, yeah, he's great. But we only met one time, so she kind of went out on a whim.
Oh, all right. See, I didn't know. I thought you guys just became good friends at the club or whatever. I didn't know that.
Definitely better friends there, but yeah, she helped me get in there, and then I was looking for other jobs during there, and then if it wasn't for the Improv and that music video, I probably would have moved. Like I had my bags packed. I was like, I'm out of here. Like this isn't working. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's like, and then like, you know, I mean, especially your roommate and director, the video, like taking an interest in your stuff and taking the helm on this thing. Yeah. That's really cool and important, I always say, because it's like, you know, when someone recognizes something that's great and they creatively have a vision for it, for like a video or something, like that's a big undertaking for them. Yeah. And, you know, and it's great exposure for you, you know, for your single.
Yeah, I've definitely never had anybody do
right. Because like I've never had anyone do that. I'm always like, hey, I got this idea, but like I'm the one that's got to figure out how to get
trying to convince people.
I've never had someone be like, oh, like we like this, like even the show. It's like Basshole. I'm like, oh, it'd be great like if I had a producer that wanted to come help out with shit. Yeah. But then that's not a comic that's like, well, let me get out, you know, like, you know, someone that just with like sees attached. Like this is a cool show and let's get it going.
Yeah, there was no strings attached. I mean, I've been making music 14 years. It was the first time anybody was like, hey, like I kind of want to put some of my money into this project and make this video. And
that's a big deal, yeah.
And he killed it. Shout out Kenneth Clark. Great video guy. And
yeah, well, the video is great. The song is amazing. I mean, and then you've had some other opportunities. I mean, just by being at the Improv, you've been performing. I mean, the audience probably knows by now, but you do the house music before Basshole, the live show starts. You've been doing that for a while now, which has changed the tone of our show completely, I think, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, and I love doing that.
Yeah,
it's a whole different like environment for me because like usually like as a musician, you're like, especially if nobody knows you, you're going up in front of a crowd that doesn't know you. They're all just standing there while you're standing up on stage trying to perform. They're all just like kind of like make me dance or whatever.
Yeah.
And this one is great because I can just kind of like relax. People are like getting into their seats. You know, they're halfway paying attention to me and halfway not.
Right.
And I can just have like so much more fun.
No, but it's been, I mean, it changes the whole tone and vibe of the room, which really lends itself to the live show of Basshole because it's such a clusterfuck of a show for me. You know, I rarely do a lot of stand up on it. I just host it and improvise with the, off the players and stuff like that. But like me going up like right after you, like we've done it without you before I knew you were doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's weird me just going up and like hyping up the fucking place and trying to get it going,
Yeah.
So
it's a nice transition
it
for
is,
sure.
yeah.
And then I wanted to tell you too, this is a great place to tell you, but I actually am doing my first main room.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
I'm doing Jess Hopkins' show.
Oh, nice.
She's the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Jess.
I know. I know she is, but I don't know her personally. But.
Yeah. She was were you at Sid's birthday at Chili's?
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah, she was there too. Anyways, that's where we met. And yeah, she asked me to do the main room November 3rd, Monday, November 3rd.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm doing the first main room. I have a little Emelos going on.
Oh, you doing MLS?
I think we'll probably bring up Emily a little bit too.
Yeah. You've combined forces with Emily Sargent Emelos. Yeah, which is also a nice treat when you guys do that together.
Yeah. And then Improv too. This would be a great place to tell this story too, because I don't think these guys know it, but if they watch it,
they might watch it. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope they watch it. But yeah, I got to play like my first theater because of the Improv.
Right.
And I kind of like weaseled my way in there. So
that was a big deal.
That was a huge deal.
Was it Renee Vaca?
It was Renee Vaca and Ralph Barbosa. Yeah. So essentially, RP Ken Flores. I was like, getting kind of close with Ken and his manager Chins before Ken passed away. Yeah. And of course, it's like this is like my one famous friend in LA. It just fucking dies. It's like, God damn it, dude.
It was awful.
Yeah, horrible, but amazing comic. And essentially, his manager started working for Renee, and I was like, I think I was drunk at the Improv one night. I was hanging out at the bar, or maybe I was working upstairs. And anyways, I was a little turned for sure. And his manager texts me and goes, "Hey man, like we need a DJ in Denver to play the Paramount Theater this weekend. Like, do you know any DJs in Denver?" And at first I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm like, who do I know out there? But then I was like, you know what? Like, fuck it. Yeah. I was like, I'll do it, dude. I can DJ for you. I DJ all the time. And I don't. Like, I'm mostly like a vocalist and like.
But you knew like a little bit. But then you were telling me like you had to like learn a bunch of shit like last minute.
Yeah, I called off work. I was like, I had some stuff come up. And so I had to like learn how to DJ in like 3 days, and it got scary for sure.
Sure.
Because I was like,
but that's the attitude you need in this city because
you kind of do.
I've run into some situations like that. Like, do you know how to do this? Yeah. No, not really. I mean, I'm smart enough. I think that I could figure it out. I think you know. But like, I've gotten jobs or opportunities where it's like I don't know, but like let's figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And you just lie until you fucking
fake my way in.
Exactly.
There. Yeah. And it was bizarre, and I was definitely like shitting bricks for sure.
And you guys played the theater in Denver. What was it? What's the theater?
It's called Paramount Theater.
Yeah, it's a huge theater.
For Ken Flores' tour, his post-humorous or humor. I don't know how you say that. Post-humorous tour.
Humorous.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's
But yeah, they're like, do you know anybody who can do that? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it for sure. And so then I bought a little DJ mixer, and I was like trying to learn how to do it. And like there was a second there I was like, dude, I'm way in over my head. Like I can't do this, you know. But kind of lied my way in, and it went great. I killed it, and they loved it, and still in touch with them. Hopefully they have me back. But they were super stoked.
Well, being able to DJ that theater, and you're from Denver.
Yeah, so it was like a hometown.
So did you have friends and family come out?
Yeah, I had a couple of friends. I didn't get the biggest guest list because it was sold out.
Yeah,
these guys sell out all over the place.
Right.
But yeah, so I had a couple of buddies come out. I had one of my tech savvy buddies come by just to make sure that if anything went wrong. Dude, it was so funny. So I bought like a $200 mixer, and I told these guys, I'm like, hey, I'm bringing my own mixer. Tell the venue like not to worry about it, like providing me with equipment. Or like that message didn't get relayed. And so I pull up to sound check, and they have like a $10,000 mixing board, like 4 different CDJs and all this.
Because it's like a Broadway theater kind
yeah,
of.
they're like, you know, it's the real deal.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, like, this is great and everything, but like, do you guys care if I just kind of use mine? And they were like, really? Like, most people were like jumping at the opportunity to use this kind of gear, but I was like, I was so new.
It's like you practiced on your little board.
Yeah,
it's like using your guitar, and then they're like, here's a $10,000 guitar to use.
Yeah, and they're like, all I know is this little thing.
Right.
I'm 3 days into DJing.
Yeah,
and they're like, sure, like I guess, like if you want to do that. And then I was like, dude, thank God. And then we were having trouble during sound check. They're like, we might have to have you use the big ones. And I was like, dude, like I'm a fraud. Like it's like
I've DJ'd comedy shows before, and like nothing like crazy, but like I got my iPad. Yeah. And then I download like a DJ app, you know, where you can kind of have 2 songs playing at once, and you can mix and, you know, fucking, you know, do the scratching and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it was like, you know, it's very basic. Just keep the music going.
I was like, I just need the transitions to be clean. I don't need to be doing anything nuts. And
right.
Luckily, it went over really smooth.
That's great.
It was definitely like really scary for sure.
Now doing that, you feel comfortable, obviously, doing bigger gigs now. Have you thought about DJing as like a side hustle or something like that, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do enjoy it a lot, and I do Reed's show sometimes too. So he does Read the Room. He does Read the Room at Pow House, which is a great venue. Have you been to Pow House?
I've been there once. Oh, did he move it over there? Okay.
I think he moved it over there, or he does Hot Dates and Read the Room. But essentially, I've done his show over there too, and and so I do really enjoy it because there's like a whole art to it where you're like blending songs together, and it's like, you know, you're making sounds with pre-existing sounds that have like never been made before. So
DJ business
a lot of fun.
is like, not that you'd want to do that, but like I have a friend back east that he's had it since like high school. He does DJ, but he does like parties and proms and weddings and all that shit. But he makes like a shitload doing that.
Yeah,
stuff.
I've thought about doing that.
Yeah,
because like,
I mean, it's you know, it's not easy, but like you got to get the equipment and haul it around and shit. But you get like some contracts with like, you know, wedding venues and all that shit. You can make some bank doing that shit.
Some corporate gigs. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure after a while it kind of gets, those events kind of get a little boring, you know. But if the money's there, like,
right, exactly, I
would love to do that. But yeah, it's kind of like, if I could get some corporate gigs for doing that, that'd be so sick. I'm trying to get people to listen to my music anyway. I can't.
No, of course, and you can always sneak your music in between the hits and whatever. Now you are on Spotify. What are you under on Spotify? Young Los?
So I have a few different plugs. So I have like my really old shit that's just under Los, which is just L0S, and that's stuff I released like 5 years ago. Okay. Then I have an album under Young Los. And then the newest stuff's going to be coming out under Pakman Los. And I'm actually like inches away from finishing my album right now. So I have like a 14-track album right now with a couple skits in it under Pakman Los. And it's called Rico. I'm really excited about it. It's just named after a friend of mine that passed away. And I couldn't be more stoked, dude. I haven't released like a full project in like years. So doing final touches on that, and I couldn't be more stoked.
That's great. Now, what is your process of like writing and recording? Like, do you where do you record? Do you have like a studio you go to?
Yeah,
do you do it at home?
I do it at home.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I haven't been to like a real studio in years, but I just have so much better luck when I can just record like whenever I want. Yeah. Like I used to just like write everything else beforehand, go into the studio, pay these guys a bunch of money.
It's expensive, though.
It is expensive. Yeah. And then, you know, if you're just like not feeling it that day, or, you know, you got people in the room.
You're under the pressure. Like you're paying by the hour.
Yeah, you're paying by the hour, and you have people watching. And if you're trying to like get experimental, like with your voice, or just do something that's a little weird, it's like, it's kind of tough to do that.
It's good enough. I mean, it's and it's like, you know, I mean, I've fucked around with like some music recording in here a little bit, but it's like, it's kind of like, it's not amateur, but you're in and it takes, you know, singing and like getting the pitch right and the music and everything like that. It's a lengthy process, like to record it, and then you listen back and it's like, okay, that verse sounds good. That I'm way off key on. I got to redo that line. That line I can't hit for some reason, you know. So it's like if you're in a studio getting that down, it's like,
it's tough. And like I'm open to it. I'd love to do it again, but mostly I'm just like, I got this little recording studio in the corner of my room, and I have a mastering engineer, and like you really don't need too much these days to make it sound
it's amazing. It's amazing, like all the apps and like these programs. Like I've fucked around with like Sunu, like you know there's an app that like helps you create music and songs, and like you put lyrics in, it comes up with like tunes for you and stuff like that.
Is it like some AI music?
It's like I mean I wrote a song about like my dog passing away, and I was like I was like let me just I'm like I don't know anything about music. I don't know anything about music. I don't sing. You know I like to sing karaoke, and that's about it. But like I am interested in it, you know. So I was like, let me fuck around with this app, this AI kind of music app or whatever. And I was like, I wrote lyrics, and then I was like, this could be a song. It was a poem. I'm like, it could be a song, you know. Yeah. So like, let me plug it into this, and then it gives you back like. It'll give you back like 20 different versions of it.
That's
like
crazy.
There's like a rock version, there's like a country, there's like a rap,
and they're all really good,
and they're all like decent, and like but like you listen to it and be like, which one kind of like hits, or which one makes sense for like what this song is for me or whatever, you know? And like you pick one out, and then you can have like the AI singer like sing it for you, but I was like, I want to sing it, so then I would use another app to like like separate the stems like for the lyrics and the music or whatever, and then I would re-record the vocals with me and over the tracks or whatever. But like hitting the key to make it sound good, it's like it's tough. Yeah,
it is tough. Yeah. And there's some like AI music out there that's like really good, and it's like
some of it I was like amazed by.
It's terrifying. Dude.
Yeah.
And
what are your thoughts on the whole AI thing? Like with music? I mean, I know like. I watched the other day. There's an app where someone made a short film with AI, and it's like it's like jets flying and explosions, and then they have like the AI actor, and they're like, this was all generated in this app, this short film movie making AI app.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little scary. There's definitely the argument of like, you're not going to be able to replace real human emotion, but I've seen them get pretty close, and it's like. Fuck, I mean, I know a lot of people that are just like throwing in the towel. They're like, dude, it's over. You know what I mean? It's going to be so much better.
Some of the acting stuff, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, it was hard enough to compete with like other actors.
They have like I'm sure you've seen the commercials now where they have AI commercials.
Yeah.
And they're like, it makes sense because like you spend 10, 20 grand filming a commercial. Or you can throw like $300 into a prompt, and it does it for you, and it gets the message across.
It's interesting because it's like I'm all about the artists, the actors, musicians. Like we got to keep that real, I think. But like but then part of me like watching this thing as a director, as a filmmaker. Yeah, I was kind of like, wow, okay, so getting a movie made is hard enough, right? Yeah, and you need someone to back you, like a budget or a studio, whatever. Like if you wanted to make a film and you're like, oh my God, I need shots of, it's a simple story, but I need shots of like, a plane flying over this thing and or whatever, whatever. Like I want to create, it's like, that would cost for my little independent movie. Say I'm making an independent movie, but there's like maybe a couple scenes where it's like, I got the explosion or like, a car accident or I don't know, something like where it's like, I'm going to need a budget. You're going to need stunts. You're going to need permits, all this shit.
Yeah, so much red tape.
And it's like, as an indie director, it's like, how the hell are you going to do that? You know what I mean? So I was like, well, if these AI tools get better and improve, it's like you could create like a car crash scene.
Yeah, and you get more opportunity.
And then like you have like 2 shots of a car going into a building crashing or something. Yeah. And then you film the real actors like getting out of another car, and then they're traumatic, whatever. You need establishing shots or something through AI. I was like, that as a filmmaker, I was like, I could see that being beneficial because who has the money to film that unless you have a studio, a budget or something,
Yeah, well, I wonder if they felt the same way like when the green screen came out. I wonder if they were like, oh, like this is not
true.
Real.
Yeah,
like,
that is true.
We need real car crashes and stuff. But because it's like this is just the way it's going.
Well, because now green screen's a perfect example of that because they used to just use it for like special effects or whatever, but like now they're doing like location like stuff like this takes place in New York, but they have like a giant green screen. Yeah, and they plug in. I think it was like the new one, the last Ghostbusters movie or whatever. Like there's a whole scene that they filmed in front of like the New York Public Library. Yeah. But it was all green screen. It was like they didn't go to Manhattan to film it because it was like, they just plugged everything in and they had like the actors walking and stuff like that, and it looks real instead of shutting down the fucking street in front of the New York Public Library and permits and all that shit that would cost twice as much. Yeah. So like that is now becoming a tool, I think, instead of them going to locations to shoot. Like we need 2 shots of a guy in front of like the pyramids in Egypt or whatever.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? Fly to Egypt, or they're gonna do a green screen? But it's like it's just kind of like inevitable. It's just the way it's gonna go, and it's like it's a little scary, but
it's scary.
What do you think about these? I just got we got food delivery robots in my neighborhood now. So
they're around here. Yeah.
Dude, it's eerie. So like the other night, like I get off late at the Improv. It's like 3 a.m. and I'm pulling into my neighborhood, and there's just like this big pickup truck just like unloading all these robots.
Oh, really?
Into our neighborhood. Like they're just kind of like letting them loose,
like little minions.
Yeah, and I just couldn't help but be like, this is like so.
That's the shit you don't see during the day. They do it in the middle.
No, they do it at night. They do it at 3 a.m. when everybody's asleep. They're just like they're just like releasing these little robots into the neighborhood.
That is crazy. I've never gotten food delivered by one, but I see them
neither.
like I'm always like, oh, I would like to get one. Like if you could request one, like when you get like a sandwich or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like we just got robots walking around now. Like they're here.
They're everywhere now. Yeah, especially this neighborhood. They're all over the place.
But they're all over the place.
But it's that is that and like the Waymo, the self-driving cars.
They just kind of like let it out, and I feel like they didn't like check with the general public. No. I feel like there was no like laws on that. They were just like, hey, like self-driving cars are here. Deal with it.
And what's funny is like like in the city, like here and I don't know, San Francisco, like whatever other cities they have the cars in and stuff, they get away with it in the city. So like if they release this in like a suburban like small town, there'd be like public town hall meetings of the old guy complaining about like the thing driving down the street with no driver or whatever.
Well, like I was pulling into my driveway the other night, and one of these robots is just blocking my driveway. And I'm like, am I within my rights?
One
has
followed me while I'm walking the dogs and stuff, and it's like just like I'm like taking my time. That thing just stops behind me, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's a little.
I don't know. Yeah, like I'm wondering like what's coming next in the next 3 years.
It's gonna.
Like, what is next?
Yeah, 10 years. It's like and they're just kind of like letting them loose.
It's crazy.
And they're just like, yeah, deal with it. And
well, it's like the job. Yeah, like jobs are going away. It's like it's like I don't know. It's insane, man.
I can go deep on this all day, but it's like
go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I mean, after a while, it's like you never know how crazy it's gonna get. I mean,
you never know.
There's talks of like being able to download your brain and put it into a robot,
right?
Like, and it's like maybe that's gonna be here. In 30 years, and maybe death is going to be like not a thing anymore, or it's something that you decide to do.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, I think unfortunately, like a lot of jobs are going to be eliminated, and all this technology is going to take over a bunch of shit.
Yeah, there's like I just can't believe they just don't have like laws for this AI stuff yet. It's like I can't believe they're like because like dude,
It seems like for me, it seems like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I know ChatGPT's been around for a while, but like it's always interesting to me, like when you first hear of this new thing, like when Uber first came out, and you were like, "What?
Yeah, what is
this?"
Yeah.
And someone tells you, or you hear about it, and then you download the thing, and you're like, "Oh wow!" Like same with ChatGPT, or like any new technology, it's like. I feel like there's not an announcement where it's like, "Hey, here's Uber," or "Here's
there's no law,
like
or
Lyft." Like I remember, like when I first heard about Lyft and Uber, it was like through a friend. It wasn't like, "Hey, here it is." Like there wasn't like it just
same thing with the Waymos. It's like,
there's nobody in that car. Slowly snuck into like your everyday world.
Yeah,
there wasn't like like a press release where it was like. When Apple's like, hey, the new iPad is out September 20th or whatever, it's like you can get it now. It was just like you saw the car, the driverless car, and you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then you find out and you download it and try it.
Yeah, and it's just bizarre to me that they didn't like take a vote on this or like because I don't think LA was like, hey, like, do we want this in our town? They're just like, oh, like
no, it just shows up.
It just shows up, and like I can't believe they don't have like laws for like these videos now. It's like
the AI,
because like, dude, just this morning, for some reason, you like one video on Instagram, all of a sudden you're getting like a bunch of cat videos, for the day. It's like I think I liked one AI video, and the next thing I know, like.
Oh yeah,
and they're getting so good.
The marketing, like if you type something into your phone, like then you get ads for like that thing for like the next week or two.
Yeah, it's like I think they could at least be like, if people are making AI videos, there's got to be some kind of like stamp in the code that's like this is AI, and there has to be a law that says this is AI.
I don't know how they're going to differentiate between it now because it's getting better and more realistic and and now you got like
and they're going to be able to take the words that we're saying right now, pre-recorded into the ether.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're gonna be able to make us say anything.
Yeah. There's like apps now that like have like Joe Rogan clips saying like whatever.
The craziest shit.
And like, not that this podcast is on anywhere near that level, but like,
but still,
like someone could take this conversation and like literally say like, did you see what Doug and Los said on the fucking? And I'm like, and I filmed so many of these at this point where I'd be like, I don't know. Like, did I say that? I have no idea what I said. You know what I mean?
I feel like if it's bad, I'll just be like, yeah, that wasn't me. That was AI. Just a cop out, you know?
But like, I'll go back to the archives, like watching some of these old episodes. And I'm like, I don't even remember this. I was like,
yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah.
It's a little scary, but yeah, who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, I feel like, after a while, like I really do think they're going to be able to like download your brain.
Yeah.
Put it in a robot. And I feel like death is going to be like a choice. It's going to be like, you have to decide to commit suicide.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because either we can extend this.
There'll be an app for that at some point. Like just end everything now. Press yes.
End everything, or keep it going. And
Yeah.
It's like, it gets insane.
Yeah.
It gets a little scary.
Yeah.
You know.
Now this obviously you've done the live show I think once, like just besides the music you've told the story as well. But But this is the podcast version.
Yeah, for sure.
So we do have our guests kind of tell a little asshole story that they're comfortable sharing. It's sometimes people want to tell different stories because this is obviously being recorded, and they forget about it. Sometimes people forget that it's being recorded, and they're like, "Oh, all right."
No, I definitely think I have one. For
sure. So if you have an asshole story that you feel comfortable sharing with the crowd,
definitely.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, and I think I told this maybe on stage one time, but I'll tell it again here because it was just so bizarre. But so obviously we both work at the Improv, and when I was working in the lab, working in the lab is, you get your ass kicked.
It's tough.
And, just worked like a 9-hour shift. I'm exhausted. I'm like walking out onto Melrose, and I'm on the sidewalk, just walking, just like decompressing, just getting out of work mode. And I'm obviously on my phone, so I'm like 3 a.m. I'm walking, I'm on my phone. I'm on the sidewalk where people walk, on the side. So I thought, but like I'm walking, I'm not paying attention. And all of a sudden, like my foot just catches something, and like I trip kind of. And I just hear like and I look down, dude, and I kicked a homeless guy in the face, dude.
Wait, I don't remember this.
Dude, I don't know if I told it on Basshole, but like total accident.
Wait, in the face you kicked him?
Yeah, because he was like lying, just like
and it was dark.
And it was dark, and I was on my phone, and I just caught him in the face, and immediately like I'm just like, God. Holy shit! I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm like, what
does he do?
Dude, he's just like groaning. He's just like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, Jesus Christ, like I don't even know what to say. I'm like, I'm flustered at this point. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing a million times, and I'm like, I just get out of there. I skedaddle.
What
was
like,
what do I do?
What was like the velocity of your foot going? Like how hard did you?
Dude, it felt like a clean connect.
Like you're walking fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm exhausted. I'm trying to get to my car, and I just definitely connect face to foot on this homeless guy. He's sleeping on the sidewalk.
Well, why is he in the middle of the fucking sidewalk?
That's
the problem. That is the problem. Yeah.
It's not his fault, but it's also maybe not my fault. Well,
it is annoying. I mean, that's horrible. But it's like. I've walked around. Like, I walk around the neighborhood with the dogs and stuff, and sometimes there's a homeless person right in the middle of the sidewalk.
Yeah,
and I got 3 dogs I'm walking.
Yeah,
and I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, can you move out of the way? Like, because now I got to go. Like, it'll be on this street, like
now
Beverly.
Now I got to dip into traffic.
Yeah, that's dangerous too. But it's like go in the fucking bush or like a corner somewhere. Get out of the way.
Get out of our sight. No, I'm just kidding. But like, you know what I mean? It's like fuck. And it's like, why are you putting this trauma on me? So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what do I do? And so I'm walking away. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what do I do? And then so I'm like, well, maybe turn around, maybe give him some money. You know what I mean? So like, I was like, all right. Like, so I turn around and like, I tried to pay him out, but I only had like $2 in my pocket. So I'm like, well, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, that's even worse than kicking him in the face. Like, same time next week, bud. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. It's like,
Right. You're like throwing money on his body.
It's like,
get the fuck out of here.
How much is enough to, like, where it's not insulting at this point? And I gave him like $2, and then I'm like,
and does he say anything?
No, he's just like,
he doesn't look at how much.
No, he's just like like he obviously I don't expect.
I mean, you could have given him 100, and like he probably wouldn't have said anything.
I could have given him 100, and I still would have been like, well, what the fuck is that? Like that's not that's not what you do, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, same time next week, bud. Like, you know, like, it's like, what is this deal I just made? You know, like, this is crazy. And,
Oh my God.
but like, and it's like, yeah, like, drove home in complete silence that night, dude. I'm like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is nuts, you know?
But I don't get it because like last week there was a homeless woman laying in my alley next to my place.
Nice.
Literally in the middle of the alley where cars drive down, you know, the shortcuts.
What was she wearing? Just kidding.
Like a moo-moo, I think.
She asking for it? Yeah, she's dressed as a labubu.
Yeah, she looked like one. But like literally laying in the middle. It was the middle of the day. It was like 3:00. I was like, "What are you doing? Like, what? Like, why are you laying in the middle of the alley? Like, I just don't get. Like, it's almost like I don't know. It's like they don't have any like decency about that. It's like
where do you go?
there's cars driving down. You're gonna get hit. Someone's gonna hit you. Or
Maybe they
walk
want to
on.
get hit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I would go at this. I also feel like I would not want to be in LA if I was homeless. Like,
Really, a lot of homeless people want to come to LA because the weather is nice.
yeah, that's probably. But dude, then it gets so hot though. Like, can you imagine?
Where would
just,
you,
like,
if you were homeless, where would you want to live?
Man, Malibu. I don't know.
See, that's LA.
is
But
LA.
Malibu, the problem with Malibu is that there's nothing there. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's like
Probably Dubai.
Dubai.
I don't know.
I mean, I remember thinking this as a kid, actually, or like
Yeah.
maybe I was like high school because I'd go into New York City a lot and see a lot of homeless people, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, man, if I was homeless, I'd want to live like somewhere like not as crazy, right?
Yeah,
You
not
know?
as crazy.
But I was also like, well, I get why there's more homeless in the city, obviously, because there's people, there's
More
there's
resources.
people handing out money, there's trash
Yeah.
cans to go through and
Yes.
find food, there's drugs and whatever. I mean, obviously that's not the greatest, but like, yeah, if you live in the country or like a small little town,
Yeah.
like even I think my mom was telling me that like my mom was like, because we live in like grew up in like a small New Jersey town suburb, and she was like we saw a homeless person in the town the other day, and it's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
a big deal.
It's a big deal,
Yeah.
and then like then the whole community starts talking on like Facebook, like has anyone seen this homeless character walking around? You know, it's like what is going on? Like why
Yeah.
is this person in our small town homeless? You know,
Yeah, he's
like
kind
they
of like
don't-
a little local legend.
they don't want it, and there's like one homeless person,
Kind of
so
chase
like,
him out, or
it's like
a van
celebrity.
pulls up or something.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
So I get it. The small town will be like, make a stink over it. But like in a city, you just get lost with, the rest of the.
Yeah, I
homeless
just feel like it'd
population.
be like, just be so scary. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, imagine like what they're. I feel like somebody needs to make like a movie about like a homeless person's experience. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Just like a schizophrenic like.
Would you ever?
LSD
Would you
trip.
ever do like a homeless experiment, or like I talked to
Well,
someone
I've
about
done a
this.
homeless experience.
You've been homeless?
I
You've
was
been
homeless.
Did you live in your car?
Yeah, I like was living
When
in my
you moved
car.
down here?
No, this was like when I was 18, and like, dude, I
Okay,
mean, like, I
right.
wasn't like really home. I was like, fighting with my parents. Homeless, like,
so you weren't. You
I was like cheeky, cute,
because
homeless.
you
know?
have parents and a family,
Yeah.
and you're not.
But I
broke
dropped
or
out of
whatever.
college, and they're like, "We don't want to talk to you right
Okay,
now." And
so
then
it was-
I had
it was-
no job, and I was like,
But it was more like a homeless fight. But like,
"Yeah, it wasn't like the real."
It's not
deal.
like your
I wasn't out there
fam-
with a sign, you
right?
know?
It's not like your family like disowned you and they
No.
want nothing to do with you.
I was probably doing it to get chicks. They're probably like, "Oh my god, like he's so different. He's so brave." You know?
Yeah.
I was probably
Well, I
just-
do meet a lot
I
of
think I was
people.
still getting chicks.
I do meet a lot of people like that. Come out here and they live in their car for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And they get settled and whatever. So I have met a lot of people that have done that.
Yeah.
I've never done that, but
Yeah, I would never do that again.
Yeah.
I would figure something else out.
right,
you
because
know?
it's always like you have friends you could crash with for a month or two.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
You have family. A lot of these people don't have family or
Yeah.
anyone. So. That's what they or they become drug addicts and they're just on the street,
Yeah.
and then no one wants anything to do with them.
Yeah, exactly. And then at that point, you're just like, I don't know, you're so fucked.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. But,
Dude,
but the kicking the guy, I mean, oh
Dude.
God, that's,
Well, dude,
that's
and-
classic.
And then I was walking into work the other day too, and there was this homeless lady by the bus stop, right off Crescent Heights and Melrose, right there.
Yeah.
And I'm walking into work, and she's just like screaming to herself, and I was like, all right, but like I have to walk past her. And then like I'm starting to walk past her, and she starts to like swing and like chase me and attack me. And it was one of these days I was just not having it. I was just like, I'm just probably so accustomed to LA at this point.
Right.
But like, I was like, if this woman hits me, like I'm gonna hit her back, dude. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I'm over it.
Well, 'cause
like
you don't
leave
know.
me
They might
alone.
have a knife or something.
Yeah, I was like, I don't fucking know. And she like starts coming at me and swinging and screaming at me. And I just remember I just like pointed my finger. I was like, don't fuck with me, lady. I will fuck you up, dude. And I was like, dude, what have I become? Like, I am like, I could
God.
never imagine myself having this
right.
response. But I was like, dude, like, I don't fucking know. This woman could be.
You don't know. And that's when you hear like those crazy stories happening. You know, when someone gets stabbed or something
just
shanked or some shit.
Like you're getting too close.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What
You don't want to be too close. Yeah,
What are you doing? And
You
I
don't
was
know
like,
what they got.
Yeah, it's just.
Would you? Let me ask you this: would you ever date a homeless woman?
Oof.
Or would you ever hook up with one? Like,
Oof.
all right, I've seen like this isn't reason, but like maybe like
I've seen some hotties out there.
Maybe like 8 or 9 years ago, there was some woman like over at the Beverly Connection, right? And I was walking over there by the Target or something like that, and she was probably like 28, 29, something like that.
But you saw the potential.
Crazy, like probably on something, you know, but like literally started coming up to me and being like, hey, how's it going? Like, and like, you know, she was cute-ish, but like definitely like homeless.
Yeah,
you know, like
for
you could
sure.
tell like either like traveling or whatever, you know.
But there was a small part of you.
Like a gypsy or some shit, you know what I mean? Like
It's
selling.
baby, I could take you away from all
Right,
this.
she'd be like, and she was kind of like, "What are you doing? Like, oh, you live around here?" You know, and it was clearly like she was like either interested in hanging out or like something, you know. And part of me was like, "Oh man, this would be like a cool like hookups and like I could totally see like fucking around with this girl, you know? Like, like bringing
if
her
I'm on a
back.
3-day bender,
Right?
you
And
know,
I was
you
like,
catch me on the right day.
this could be dangerous. But I was also,
Yeah, dude.
But I was also like envisioning, I'm like, I bring her home.
Then what?
And then she doesn't leave.
Yeah.
You know? And then it's like you fuck her a few times and it's like, all right, you gotta go. Like, but then she doesn't
Yeah,
live.
how do you get to leave? Squatters' rights.
Right. That's what happens, I think. And I think people do fall into that trap maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple where I'm like, what happened? You
But
know
like
what I
she
mean?
probably like fucks you real good like the first time.
Oh,
you know?
she's
like,
probably
she-
the best lady you'll ever
She's like
have.
you're just sitting there.
There's
she's
crazy,
sucking
and then
on your
there's
dick,
homeless
like
crazy.
nonstop, you know, and you're like, oh my god, this is amazing. But
She's
but
sucking like her life depended
She's
on
like,
it. You know, because it is.
she needs a meal that night. You know?
You'd have to catch me on a rough day.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I don't think I could go through with it, but I would
Right.
at least probably consider it.
You consider it,
'Cause I've
right?
seen a couple. And I've also seen some homeless ladies where I'm driving down the street and they're butt naked.
Oh yeah, I get
And
that.
I take a second look.
The Citizen app
You
when
know?
it's like woman masturbating on the corner.
Yeah, I drive to there.
I've been like, where?
Where's this at?
Prove it. Let me
Yeah,
see. Where
come
is
on.
she? And
I'll be the
then
judge
you
of
don't
that.
see her, and I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Where is
Right.
this happening? My day's clear.
There was I was talking to my buddy on the last episode I did. There was a woman that lived in my old apartment building, and she was British, and she was a drug addict. She lived upstairs, like so she had the balcony or whatever, and she would get naked, and she was cute, but she was like, you know, definitely like on stuff. She was a drug addict, so
Yeah.
like, but she would get naked and like leave her door open, and she was like spray painting the apartment, like she's like on an acid trip.
She's out of her mind.
Yeah, and like she would go on the balcony and be like, "Hey guys," you know, like and she lived there maybe like 8 months.
You're like,
So
I
then-
can fix you.
but like all the guys would come out and be like, "Oh, like, Marianne," like they,
Damn.
and like everyone's just waiting to fuck her.
Yeah. You know?
But then it was also like it's probably not a good idea because she lives up
Yeah,
there.
you can't do that as a guy, you know?
No,
It's
no.
like you start spray painting your apartment naked.
You get arrested.
You're not going to have a line of girls outside.
No one called the cops on her.
No.
It was just like, you know, and then.
Yeah. You're just. It's part of you that's like, baby, I could take you away from all this.
Right.
You know?
Everyone loves the crazy girl until it's not fun
Yeah,
anymore.
it's fun until it's not, you know?
Exactly.
And I think that's just part of growing up.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like going, but then you see some of these people like fucking in tents and shit. Have you ever seen that? I've walked past a tent. I've heard people like fucking in a tent, and I'm like,
Really?
well, I mean, these people are getting laid more than me. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, maybe I should become homeless.
Dude, what's going on in that tent? Dude, I remember one time I was walking into a gas station and this lady, she's like a homeless lady, and she's like, hey, like, do you have a cigarette? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't. And I go into the gas station. I think I had a good night bartending. I made, you know, a good little chunk of change. So I was like, I didn't help her out. And then I'm like, I'm in the gas station. I'm like, why don't you go help her out? So like I go out and I'm like, hey, I don't have any smokes, but I go, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't have any smokes, but here's some cash. And she goes, that's okay, loser. And I was like,
Jesus Christ,
dude, existential crisis. I was like, this homeless lady's calling me
That's
a
okay,
loser.
loser.
She goes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay, loser. And I think she maybe got upset. I called her sweetheart, but I was just like, you know, I guess women don't like that.
like what
anymore.
is that?
I don't know. Why
are you?
Why is that such an insult
Oh my
to be
God.
like sweetheart? I guess maybe too many frat bros at the bar was like, hey, touch, sweetheart. But I was trying to be nice. I was like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, something. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it.
Right.
She's like, yeah, that's okay, loser. And I was like, immediately, like,
that's insane.
In my head, maybe I am the loser, and maybe she figured this out.
There's another woman that walks around my neighborhood here that I don't know. She's like, she looks kind of attractive, but like, I don't know if she was burned or something, but like her face is like kind of darker. But she's like,
she's black.
No, she's white. She's white.
I'm kidding. Okay.
She's like a blonde white woman, but like
those are black people, though.
Oh, okay. I don't see them in this neighborhood.
Yeah, they're burned.
No, but like she walks around. And I'm like, she may be homeless, but I'm not sure. You know, because she looks like she's like lives in this neighborhood somewhere.
Yeah,
but she seems like she's homeless.
Good rule of thumb: if you're not sure, she probably is.
Probably. Yeah.
It probably is.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know. I mean, the homeless population is crazier in LA, as we know.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. And at first it was like, it's not that bad. They kind of mind their own, but then you're here long enough and you're they're chasing me down the street now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bill Burr has a good bit about it. He's like, back in the day it was like, kind of like a vagrant, like a wino, like a drunk, whereas he's kind of there with like a hobo, and now it's like, the Living Dead, it's like this fentanyl thing is crazy.
It's crazy, and there's so many like young homeless that move here, trying to make it or whatever,
Yeah, you never know too. It's like maybe this is just somebody that just
was
promised something.
I always say like that could be me in a year. I don't know. You know what I mean?
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you don't know what happens. Maybe like this person had a full family and their family died in like a plane crash and they just like couldn't handle it and they're just like, I don't give a fuck about it.
I've heard about people doing experiments like going to live on Skid Row for like a week.
Yeah,
and like seeing how bad it is or whatever. Like that I don't know.
I don't know if I could do that.
I've thought about going down there and just like walking around, but it's dangerous still. I guess,
Well, I mean, Halloween's coming up.
It's trick or treat.
You want a haunted hayride, or you want to really get scared?
They have communities down there, and like now apparently I was talking about this in the last podcast, but like the new thing is that everyone steals from the CVS and they resell the stuff like they have little stores like in that Skid Row
little homeless
community.
stores.
Yeah, like they'll sell you shampoo and stuff like that. Yeah.
Resell. Well, yeah, now they're locking up everything too.
Yeah.
Have you been to Target lately?
Yeah. No, I don't even.
Everything is locked up.
It takes you 20 minutes to buy deodorant.
It's crazy. You have to ring a button.
I just do it. I just get it on Amazon now. I'm just like forget it.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like how bad did it get?
It got bad.
You're locking up the toothbrushes.
It got bad, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. And those stores are hurting. Like a lot of them are closing. Like Rite Aid, I think, just shut down. Like that's been in business forever.
Oh, like permanently?
I think they went out of business. Yeah.
Wow.
I think a lot of that has to do with the locking up shit and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre, but I do love LA. I mean, I don't know.
Is there somewhere else you'd want to live, you think, if you moved from here?
I mean, so I have dual citizenship to Spain.
Oh, you do? That's right. Yeah.
So I am a dual citizen. So
that's amazing.
I always like pictured myself kind of maybe living there when I'm a little older.
Absolutely.
Kind of like on the old country Spanish.
Yeah, why not?
Countryside, And then I went there this last summer and it was really kind of pulling at me. I was like, dude, maybe you should move here a little sooner than later. Because, dude, it's just so nice.
I would think about it. I mean, I would love to like live in Europe somewhere. Like,
well, yeah, you're well traveled too. I mean, what is one of your favorite places that you've considered? Maybe?
I mean, I would love to live in Italy or something. You know? Like I think that would be amazing. I don't have dual citizenship, but it would have to be some kind of work visa situation or. Go over there and find a wife or something. Yeah,
true that. That wouldn't be bad.
But even I just went to Mexico City, and that's a great city. Like that's only 3 hours from here. And one of my friends moved there from here, and she lives there now. So that seems doable at least. I don't know. Well, Italy's it's a long haul from here, obviously. But.
So did you see some of these protests that were going on in Mexico City? Like, have you heard about them?
I took a photo of the first day I was there. There was like I don't know if I have it on my phone, but it was like fuck gringos or something like that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah,
because like, dude, I thought it's so ironic and like, yeah, granted,
kill gringos. I think it said.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously the situation is different, but it mirrors itself a little bit because like out here, you have immigrants coming in, they're escaping poverty to try and make a little bit more money, send back to their families. But now you have, white people who are doing fairly well. They have remote jobs, corporate gigs. They're making good money, and they're moving to Mexico City to, just live in a different place and not pay as much rent.
There's a lot of expats there.
They have, U.S. paycheck in Mexico City, and so they have all these protests. And I just thought it was so ironic because out here in L.A., you have all the white people, all of us, like fighting for the immigrants' rights, being like, these guys deserve to be here. Let them stay. Like, I'll stand in front of a cop for them. We're like fighting for them. And then right down the road in Mexico City, they're like, get these fucking gringos out of here.
It's crazy.
It's like, isn't that nice?
Yeah, no,
like,
you're right.
We were going to bat for you, and you can't wait to get us the fuck out of here.
It's been insane. Well, it's been interesting because my friend that moved there, I think she's lived there 8 or 9 years now.
Yeah.
And she said that it's changed a lot since she's moved there because there's so many, expats moving there now, and the rents have gone up a lot.
Yeah, and I understand that for sure. I understand their concerns.
Because
I'd be pissed too.
Yeah.
It's
turning into a little LA, especially like the classier neighborhoods and stuff. Like, it feels like Silver Lake or something. Some of these places, and it's and it's still reasonably priced, but like the rents are going up and stuff like that. But like for the rent, like you can get like a sick ass place, for what we're paying here for whatever.
And the locals are getting pushed out. Like I'd be pissed too. Like I definitely understand your concerns. I just think it's just so ironic.
Yeah,
we're like fighting for you guys to stay. And then you guys are turning around and like, get these fucking gringos out of here.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, these people don't care about you, I promise.
No. But I mean, look, I never had any problems there, knock on wood, but it was, everyone's been very nice there every time I've gone. But there are a lot of big protests now, which is, something to think about,
Yeah.
That is a good asshole story, though, the kicking the homeless person, even though it was kind of an accident. But
accidental asshole.
But I mean, there's a lot of accidental asshole stories on the show, but that's a good one because you were just like, fuck, man. Like, dude, it's like, what are you supposed to do?
I drove home in silence. I was like, dude, like, what have I become?
Yeah.
And I think like me just giving the money, we just made it worse.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, it's like,
I probably should have just kept it moving.
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of deal did I just make? It's like
you shoved that foot in his face.
Yeah.
That was covered in bar fucking grossness.
Oh God, yeah. This is the bar sludge, the Hollywood Improv, 60 years of just bar sludge.
60 years of bar sludge.
60 years of bar sludge. But yeah, Improv's back open now.
It's back open, baby. Yeah.
It's back open. Yeah. They had something going on. Asbestos.
I know.
Just kidding.
Just the only way we'll see this
kidding.
when we talk about that, the only way we'll know if anyone's watching this podcast is when we get written up for talking about that.
I would love it, please. I welcome it. I would love it.
I'm like, oh great, someone's listening. Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good asshole story. I like that asshole story.
Yeah.
Even though I know you have other ones too.
I have other ones. I'll tell it a little bit.
We'll save them though because we're gonna have you back on here at some point.
I definitely have my fair share for sure.
So what we want to do now, I think we're gonna cut a little break here, and we're gonna have Los play some of his music for us.
This just in, local recording artist Pakman Los says he doesn't give a flying fuck if you listen to his album or not. He only put it out online so, quote, the voices in his head will stop screaming at him. More on this at 9. Back to you, Tom.
Coming to you live from Basshole Studios, baby. It's Pakman Los, album Rico, coming to you soon. Let's go. Yo, listen up, here's the plan, I ain't saying this twice. You make me repeat myself, I'll step away from this mic and take a stick of dynamite and light it right inside your windpipe. You think I'm playing? No, I won't think twice. My click is tight like a fucking dyke who never had dick her whole life, and she just tried to fit my fist inside. I'm Heisenberg, bitch, I'm Mr. White. That's right, I'm sneaking through your house just like it's Christmas night. I form like Dolomite, step inside the poltergeist. They just brought a knife to this gunfight, but I'ma hold this 40 tight. I'm cold as ice, I'm cracked, go live that sober life. You overhyped, you think you nice as me, you smoking pipe. You're a dope, a joke, go hit an open mic. Los, how'd you get so cold? This wasn't overnight. Oh God, I'm coming down your block. You better tuck your jewels in your socks. Hey yo, enough with the silly games. They must forgot they are all in 9 milli range. I got the drop, got the drop on the op.
I got the drop on her. Hey yo, Pakman Los, my gas can's full. I got this baseball bat cocked at your dome, damn right. I got the drop on his mighty cone. Got him tied up, think he pissed his long Jones. Yeah, my slung strong like Hong Kong. I hit the bone long gone. I'm out Hong Kong and I'm ripping on. Something too strong. These rappers need to move on. I'm out here making snuff films while y'all are watching rom-coms. My word is bond, doing deals with the Yakuza. You can feel my steel Ruger in the back of your medulla oblongata. I don't habla nada. I don't talk to coppers. Got a Guatemalan mama that gon' drop it for me proper. I don't gotta pop my collar cause I got a couple dollars. They got a big bark bomb. Argue with Chihuahua, sayonara, try tomorrow. Get it poppin' like pinatas. No alarms in my house. It's just piranhas, Rottweilers. I got the drop on him. I got the drop. I got the drop on him. I got the drop. He got the drop on him. He got the drop. He got the drop on him. I got the drop. He got the drop on him. He got the drop. He got the drop on him. He got the drop. He got the drop on him. He got the drop. He got the drop on him. It's Pakman Los, baby. Basshole Studios, Los Angeles, California. Rico coming to you soon to a speaker near you. Let's go, baby. What up? And that's all she wrote, man.
All right, that was Pakman Los. Great stuff, dude. Super fun. Make sure you follow him at Pakman_Los. And do you have any gigs coming up you want to plug?
Yeah, November 3rd, Hollywood Improv. I'm going to be opening up the main room show for Jess Hopkins with some live music. So while y'all are getting in your seats, I'm going to be serenading the audience. We might have a special Emily Sargent appearance, and couldn't be more stoked, man. My first main room. Big deal, so I'm really excited.
That's a big deal. Yeah, well, we'll be there for that. Oh, and November 9th, I haven't asked you yet, but do you want to do Basshole opening? It's a Sunday.
Yeah, I do.
If you're here.
Yeah, absolutely, I do.
Okay.
That sounds great. And then, new album, Rico, coming out very soon. Hopefully it should be out maybe by the time this drops. But, go check it out. It's called Rico. It'll be under Pakman Los on all streaming platforms. So check it out. It's going to be great.
Perfect. All right, well, Los, young Los, Pakman Los. Well, to be determined. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, bro.
And we'll see you soon. And folks, don't make sure you follow us on Instagram at Basshole Show, YouTube show at Basshole Show. Tell your friends, all that good stuff. And remember, don't be a basshole, but if you are, laugh about it. Ciao.